souls, welcome back to another card reading. We're officially in 2026. I hope you're all doing well wherever you are. We're starting off with 2026 with our first reading being the Inner High Priest, okay? Piggyback offing the last reading that we did, which is the Inner High Priestess and how she shares your intuition and your vision with you. And the Inner High Priest is the one that actually puts all of those vision into motion. So today we're looking at the next 3 months for you and what the vibe is, what the move is, and what the theme is for the first 3 months, the first quarter of your 2026, okay? And basically, I want this reading to also serve as a confirmation of the everything that your intuition has already told you, everything that your inner high priestess has already shared with you within your inner world, within your intuition. And these are confirming messages or actions that you will be taking. Okay, there's no questions about it. It feels like the energy has been very, very, very active, and it's almost pressurizing you to also like just finally bet on yourself, but just do it with ease, let it flow, don't force anything. Definitely do not force anything this year. Okay, if there's one thing you stop doing, is forcing flow. Okay, so yes, I hope you're all doing well wherever you are. And these are the 3 piles I wanted to come out. A little bit about the inner high priest. Okay, let's talk about that, because I see the inner high priest as the magician in the major arcana. The magician is the number 1, right? It rules the mind. It's mercurial. It rules like a lot of action, a lot of taking the steps that you need to take and following those steps, or setting up a plan or something, visualizing, and also taking action, inspired action, right? Also seeing your potential, seeing the potential, okay? Seeing the potential of what you already have right now and how you can make something work out of it. And the third card, or the third major arcana, is the Empress, where you really, really, truly ground, okay? So these are steps that you're going to be taking. There are actions that you're going to be taking to ground whatever it is that you want to ground, or whatever it is that you want to manifest. And it's crazy that the High Priestess, she sits in between the first card, which is the Magician, and the Empress, the one that actually grounds everything, right? Grounds the things that are very worthy, that are worthy to you, and that helps you really, really, truly feel good. So I feel like she's definitely serving as a bridge between the first major arcana being the Magician and the third major arcana being the Empress, and she is the second major arcana, that's the High Priestess. So yes, just a little bit of explanation for you, just so you can see how my mind is working, especially with this, and why I felt inspired to do a reading about your inner high priest. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and dive into your reading of qualities or archetypal energy of your inner high priest and the action that they want you to take right now or in the next 3 months. Okay, also, I truly apologize. I did not know that my audio has been really bad. Yes, I did not know that my audio has been really bad, but I'm working on making sure I come out with really quality content and also good audio. Okay, I'm working on it, you guys. Okay, but yes, bear with me just for now. Please sink your energy into this reading. That way, you are picking a pile that is meant for you. Okay, you can always use a random number generator if you feel like you don't know, nothing is coming to mind, or if you can't visualize or pick whichever one your intuition is calling you to. Okay, I've also paired crystals here to kind of help you simplify your choices, and pile number 1 here is my pyrite. Okay, pile number 2 is, I believe it's like a kyanite, but I'm not really sure, but it's very pretty. It definitely draws attention. Yes, and Rise of the Galaxy, like something with the skies, okay? But yes, this is pile number 2. All right, and then we have finally pile number 3 with the carnelian. All right, so once you're done picking your pile of piles, I will be seeing you in your reading. Hello there, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading, where we're taking a look to your inner high priest and a message for you for the next 3 months, okay? The actions, the moves, and the theme, the vibe for the next 3 months, okay? That they want you to follow, the steps they need you to take, and whatnot, okay? Confirming steps that you're going to be taking for the next 3 months, the first quarter of 2026. Happy 2026. I hope you're doing well wherever you are. Okay, so we're going to start off here. You chose my pyrite here, and this is the Fool's Gold, obviously. Pirate crystal is definitely fool's gold. It's a crystal that really helps you stand in your confidence, stand in your own independence, basically, or in your own energy, and be able to attract and manifesting, because it's like a solar plexus energy, to be honest. It's very good for your solar plexus. But we're gonna get into your first. Let's look at your archetypal energy. The archetypal energy for you is the eternal child. Ooh, look at the sun here as well. Okay, solar energy for sure. Some of you might be having your solar return or something like that. It might be your birthday, especially with this eternal child. I feel like you're going to be celebrating, or you are celebrating with your inner child, or you're aware of bringing along your inner child on the journey, like the responsibilities and the adult journey that you're taking. Okay. So the eternal inner child, definitely very creative energy is coming up. A lot of inspired actions and steps. A lot of things that you promised your inner child, or things that you both promised yourself, or things that you have really, things that have been like maybe buried deep within you, within your core, that you haven't had the chances to bring up to the forefront, is definitely what you're going to be taking on for the first 3 months. I feel like you're going to be asking yourself different questions if things align with you, with who you are, with who you truly are at your own core, right? Because you're digging really deep, and also finding the things that really makes you happy, that really makes you positive, that really makes you joyful, because you understand that that's how you also, like, your vitality, and also your relationship with all parts of yourself is going to be at the forefront here for the first 3 months of 2026, is what I'm getting here. It feels like a lot of things are orbiting around this eternal child. Okay, a lot of planets are also orbiting around your goals, your dreams, like your childhood dreams that you have. It kind of feels like that's what you're going to be focusing on, or that's what you're going to be reconnecting with. Okay, so let's take a look at these cards here. We have here Independence, Moon in Aquarius with the Independence. And when I pulled these cards, I was only expecting one, but all three flew out. They jumped out immediately. So I couldn't help it but take it, okay? I couldn't help it. So we have independence for you. We have independence. We also have intuition with Mercury in Cancer. Very, very powerful. Very, very, very powerful energy. I love it. It kind of feels like this inner child. Yeah, it's like I have a lot of things in my mind. I have a lot of things that I've been sitting on. Even because like this child is sitting, it feels like I have a lot of things that I've been sitting on, that also, like, I've been tinkering with, is another thing I'm getting here. But those things are not only going to be staying within your core anymore. There's going to definitely be like a sense of independence, or a sense of like follow through, okay? Because you finally gained the independence that you need, especially within your intuition here. There's a sense of trust, absolute trust, okay? And you're defending Mars and Taurus, you're defending your intuition through your own independence, is another thing I'm getting here. Through taking charge, okay? Definitely taking charge. Definitely, definitely. We have 4 showing up for you twice. So it's almost like you've really built a foundation, an independent foundation, because even this lady here is standing, it's like a statue on a foundation. It's like you've really built a foundation that you can now build more things on, okay? More things that actually make you feel good, okay? I feel like you let go of a lot of rigid responsibilities that maybe are depleting you, that are no longer fulfilling you. And now you're taking that energy, you're pouring it into things that are fulfilling you, because you're also trusting your intuition by following through, okay? By like taking some things out, checking some things out, also seeing what you're adding in, okay? Aquarius energy. So you're going to be creating, like, you're going to be inspired to make, like, there's something here that you're going to be creating, okay? Follow through for sure. You're following through, especially here with Mars and Taurus. Mars and Taurus is giving me like Mars and Venus. Yeah. Mars and Taurus is almost like you're defending your inner child or your eternal child, the child that's within you. You've built a ground for it to now build upon, is what I'm getting here. And your creative energy is going to be like your creative energy definitely is giving very spontaneous, very innovative, very like out of the box thinking, very like, breaking my shell type of thing, or breaking out of my shell, coming out of my comfort zone energy, trusting myself more within my intuition here. Those are the kind of conversations that's going to be going within your inner world here. Okay, with the pirate energy. So I can see how like you being very fully confident in yourself, in your self-worth as well, is helping you attract opportunities, okay, that are making you feel more independent in yourself, in your own thoughts, and in your own action here, is what I'm getting. Especially within the moon, you're going to be feeling really, really good, or you already feel really, really good. And because you're feeling really good is why you're inspired to follow your intuition, and that gives you even more of a sense of independence here. Okay, so we're going to go forward. Let's go ahead and tap into the tarot. Ouch, I gotta be careful with these candles. I'm not used to having candles on. Okay. Oof. Sheesh. Okay. Yes, number two, with the energy of the number two there, because this is two and 11 also goes down to two. 11 is a master number. So I feel like your sense of mastery is giving you a lot of independence, and that's what's coming to the forefront now. Even when people are seeing you, they're going to be like, wow, you're very independent. You're very like people are going to be, you're going to be recognized for your independence as well, is another thing that I'm getting. People are going to be like, oh, this is someone who really trusts their intuition. This is someone who really knows what they're doing, is the energy that it's giving here. And I think it's because you finally freed your inner child, or you finally just let it roam freely. Like you're finally defending it in ways that maybe in places that it's always needed you to defend it, or like you just gave yourself power back. With this Taurus here, you replace something. Mars is an energy of war, right? And what do we fight for? Things that's ours, okay? We fight for what's worth it to us as well. Especially with Taurus here, we fight for what's ours, what's our birthright, what we know we're worthy of, okay? And what's worthy enough to stay in our life, right? So those are things that I feel like your inner high priest is definitely putting to the forefront over the next 3 months for you. So let's go ahead and tap into tarot. Let's see anything else we need to know. Thank you. Yeah, I definitely feel like your energy is very sharp. Okay. I don't even know how these came now. This is the last for sure. I think this was the third. I don't even know. Let's see. I definitely feel like your intuition has been sharpened a lot lately, okay? Your intuition has definitely been sharpened a lot lately. And I feel like that's why you're feeling very, very, very confident into like, yeah, taking the steps, taking the actions, taking all these things, yeah, that you might have been ruminating on, or things that ideas, and your ideas, the ideas that are going to be coming to you, please know that these are not ideas that's just coming to just anyone, okay? These ideas are definitely funneled from your eternal child. Like it's like your creative energy is extremely tied into this eternal child, and the vitality, okay, and the freedom that it feels like it can create, right? And I feel like that's where a lot of your recognition of you trusting yourself will be coming from, because you trust. It just feels like this eternal child is holding the key. I mean, duh, it's the archetypal energy of your inner high priest. And it's so interesting. This inner child definitely has a lot of wisdom, definitely has a lot of wisdom, and it just finally now wants to it wants to, for some reason, yeah, I don't know, like it wants you to know that you're independent now, or it wants you to know that, like, you don't have to wait for someone to tell you to, you no longer need permission. Okay, you no longer need permission to follow your intuition, for sure. All right, definitely not. We have the Queen of Cups, Mother of Cups in the North, okay? So some of you in here are going to be following your North Node. And when it comes to your North Node, that's like your calling. That's like you stepping out of your comfort zone. That's like, yeah, you're leaving the past in the past and just opening up to future opportunities or just new beginnings, right? And that's where a lot of your independence also is coming from. Let me see. Yep, success. Yep. Okay. Actually, okay. I love this. Love this. Yep. Wow, we have success and then illusions of success. Very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. And then we have knowledge. Okay, I really love this for you. All right, so my group number ones, the next 3 months for you, you are going to be breaking down a lot of illusions, okay? Illusions around success, what success really truly means to you. Because like I said, I think you really did the work. You did the perfect work of connecting to this eternal child within you, which also is showing up as your inner high priest. Like, words fail me. Words fail me, because a lot of us, once we grow into our responsibilities, or once we grow up into an adult, all the things that, they say we're supposed to do in order to act like we're responsible and this and that, a lot of people look their inner child and leave them behind, because they're like, well, I can't be doing that anymore, or I can't just be fantasizing about all these things, or like those dreams are for kids, or like those kind of things are for kids. I don't know. You just did a major work of really understanding your own depth, okay? And you're no longer running from your depth here. With the Queen of Mother, you're someone who is very, very highly sensitive, okay? You might have even be like an ESP, extrasensory personality type of person, or even as a child. And maybe you didn't see that, or like maybe people around you didn't know how to nurture all of that sensitive energy, that beautiful energy that you carry within you. And maybe they forced you to put it down. Don't do that. Don't do this. Don't do that. But with you, it kind of feels like your success is actually tied into all the gifts that your eternal child holds. Okay, this sensitive, extremely emotional, intelligent energy that you have. So that's definitely what's going to be on the forefront. That's what's going to be like giving you the drive to pursue your dreams, to pursue whatever fantasy or whatever has been in your imagination that has been sitting there waiting and begging to be unearthed. Finally, it is being unearthed, and finally, you are trusting yourself. You are defending your intuition, okay, by following through. All right. So we also have here six of pentacles with success. With success, like success is yours. You know why? Because you're starting to choose it. Because you're starting to, like, you're starting to claim it. Like I said, right? Defense here, Mars and Taurus, these are things that we're fighting for. You're starting to fight for what success truly means to you. It's going to mean very differently for all of us, right? But this eternal child, maybe a lot of things that people count as successful is definitely not what feels like success to this inner eternal child is just very, very proud to have breaking away from the chains of the illusions of what success means. Okay, it found the knowledge and it's following through. It's letting that knowledge lead the way to forge the path. Okay, even if that path is a path less traveled. Independence here with Moon in Aquarius, because with Aquarius energy, like, this is Uranus. This is like things that you don't really see in the mainstream. These are like trendsetter type of energy, okay? And that's why you shine very brightly. That's why fool's gold. Anything that you touch really turns into gold. It turns into, yeah, people just love it. People love what you're going to be doing in the next 3 months. Okay. So there's an important aspect of you that's being called to share. Okay. Share yourself, share your intuition, share your knowledge. Okay. trust your intuition and share your knowledge, because you have the key here. I feel like you've broken out of a chain, you've broken out of a cycle for sure, and you're very proud of yourself too for that. So Pentacles energy, definitely a lot of like, yes, a lot of material change is coming through for you. Okay, material change is coming through for you. Your sense of self is definitely going to be very, very different moving forward. If you're someone who had to like get angry to get your needs met, I don't even think you're going to be getting angry anymore. You're just going to be moving accordingly, because you're just like, okay, I feel like they lack, I don't know, the emotional depth or the sight that I have. So I'm just not going to argue with you. I already know what I need to do, so I'm going to go do that. Like, it's almost given, nothing's going to hold me back. Like a child, right? When we are children, when we're a child, do you think there's no trauma holding children down? There's nothing, so they just go. They're like free spirit and energy. They just goes forth and do things just because, I don't know, they don't know, but they just felt like doing it, so they did it. So I feel like your next 3 months, that's what's going to be like. And you're going to be finding yourself. And it's going to be giving you a lot of independence. I really love this energy for you. I really love this energy for you. Knowledge, 8 of Pentacles, that's mastery. Okay, mastery when it comes to catching yourself in falling back into places or into these illusions that kind of held your inner child captive, that kind of held your creative energy captive, that kind of let your depth feel unseen. That also kind of made you feel unseen in a little bit here, is another thing I'm getting. Okay. So yeah, trusting in yourself is the major theme for this next 3 months, and also grabbing the opportunities, like asking for it, not even asking, almost like, I don't know, there's this sense of like confidently demanding, okay, because you know what you're worth, right? And you know what you can attract. Because success here, 6 of Pentacles, also in the right of ways, that it carries those scales of balance. It carries the scales of balance. And there's a reason it does that. It's because it shows there's 2 people on their knees begging for crumbs, and then there's someone who is, dressed appropriately, dressed like they're very generous, or dressed like, and that's the person that's holding the scales of balance. So I feel like if you have been the person that's on your knees begging for, if you have been in that energy that's begging for crumbs of what you know to be truly yours, you're definitely switching swiftly too. You're switching your energy into the one that is holding the scales of balance, because this eternal child has the wisdom that, hey, there's something that needs to come into balance here. I can't keep going like this. I can't keep begging for something that's already mine, or I can't keep doing something a certain way anymore. I need to change. I need a different energy, or like I need a different experience to prove my independence to me, not to anyone else, but like to myself, to prove that, yes, I do got this. I have been gotten this. And, my intuition has been spot on all along. But now it's just finally time to follow through with action. Listen, this eternal child just feels like it has a lot to unearth. It has a lot of layers. And those layers are what is going to those layers within the next 3 months is definitely what's going to be coming up and being unearthed. Okay, it's almost like a kaleidoscope. Yes, it's a kaleidoscope. You're just finding yourself in different aspects, and it's giving you the drive, the vitality that you need to feel like you're living the life that you deserve, to feel like you're living the life that is meant for you. Okay, and there's something here with knowledge that really finally opens up for you with wisdom. Yeah, this is, I don't know. Yeah, it's very interesting. Yeah, I just feel like I keep talking very fast here. Oh, and things within the next 3 months as well are going to be kind of, watch out for things in chronological order. Okay. I feel like that's kind of the sign to let you know, okay, you are on the right path. You are doing the right things, or like you are pouring your energy into things that are going to be beneficial for you, and they're going to be leading you to your highest potential. Okay. Because we have 6, we have 7, and we have 8, all kind of like different suits. Okay, no, 6, yeah, 6, 7, and 8. 6th house of service to self first. 7th house of like partnerships, how you're like giving that service, okay, giving yourself to others maybe, and what you're also like boundaries for your own self as well. Okay, so people don't cross your boundaries. And then 8 here again is like, you know, being able to just like flow because you have the wisdom, especially when it comes to obstacles and challenges. I feel like you're definitely going to be able to rise above these things because you understand flow. You just understand flow now, and it's just like this inner child just wants to play. It just wants to be. It wants to play. It wants to create. It wants to be spontaneous. And yeah, that's definitely what I'm seeing for you for that. Okay, so let's go ahead and tap into some other oracle cards here. Let's see what we have. Okay, so I want to tap into purposeful career just because this is about action, right? So let's see what wants to come up here for you. Thank you. Communicate. Okay. Exactly. Okay. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Okay. Okay, let's talk about these. We have communicate. Sharing your voice to speak your truth will show you your authenticity and expression. You have a talent in the communications field. I feel like that's that independence. That's that air energy of communicating. Even like here with your intuition, I feel like you're going to be communicating your intuition, how spot on it is on the things, on the information, because Mercury has to do with information. Okay. And especially with Cancer, like these information, you will have a feeling of whether it's the right information to put out or not, or if it's something that you're supposed to just keep to yourself, or like timing is also very important here. You're going to be really feeling like, okay, it's time for this, it's time for that, it's time for this. And that's where that trust and that independence in your own thinking also comes into play. We also have here damage, okay? We have damage. There might be a financial loss that you didn't see coming. You need to be prepared and have a contingency plan. This is not the time to take risks. I feel like this is talking about within your knowledge here, okay? Because listen, we need tests. We need tests to show us where we're still attached and where we need more growth. And I feel like, remember how I said when any obstacles arise, you will be able to tackle them. You will be able to rise above them. It's not about us not asking for obstacles to happen. It's more so asking for the wisdom to be able to navigate through these things, because in essence it still makes us stronger. We shouldn't be afraid of rerouting, course correcting, and all that stuff. Okay, we also have here learner. It is never too late. Yes, this eternal child energy is adopting a learner mindset. Okay, even though it has wisdom, it's adopting a new beginner, like a beginner mindset. Okay, beginner mindset, because it definitely wants to show you actually how you've grown and how much you can handle now, and also show you that by trying new things or by being spontaneous, you're no longer chained to a lot of things that would have normally held you back from the past, your fears, a lot of your doubts. Like, at least you're trying now. At least you're making, even if it's one move that you made, at least you're making that one move. Okay, learner. It's never too late to learn something new, whether getting back to academic or just studying on your own. A new skill or knowledge brings efficiency. Exactly. A new skill or knowledge brings efficiency. Let me get some messages here from your angels as well, okay? Get some oracle cards from your angels here. Anything they would like to add, okay, to support you. Ooh, okay. Okay. So we have here cooperation. Cooperation is needed instead of competition, okay? What's yours is yours and no one can take it from you. There's no need to compete as there's an abundance for all. You have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself and to share with others. With cooperative partnerships, you can accomplish anything. We also have here, have the courage to accept help and ask for have the courage to ask for help and accept help. Exactly. Maybe your eternal child never felt like it could fully be itself, or like ask for things because they would tell you no, or like whatever. Or this eternal child really like went through a lot of rejection, but like right now it feels like this is your time to shine. It feels like this is a time where literally everything is orbiting around your sun. Like you're the sun. You're the one you're the gravitational force You know, you're like the gravitational force that is pulling everything to you, except now this gravitational force has the wisdom through all the experiences that you've been through, okay, through all the experiences that you've been through, to now build a more stable foundation, okay, where you can follow through with the things that it's feeding you, with the creativity, with whatever it is, okay, especially when you're trusting your intuition here. Have the courage to ask for help. Have the courage to, why can't I say this right? Have the courage to ask for and accept help. Asking for help is a sign of strength, and as asking for help is a sign of strength, as is accepting it as it is offered to you. Very often when you ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people. Be sure to accept this existence as well as give it to others when you're guided, okay? Okay. Something here about like, definitely it's okay. Like there's something about the graph, like understanding the graph. Like yes, you can be down bad, know that you can ask for help. And also when you go up, also extend that help, pay it forward is the message here, okay? So if you feel like you're down bad right now, know that it's okay for you to accept help and let go of any childhood trauma that you may have around asking and receiving help, okay? Yeah, it's also important for you to like soften up, okay? If you yourself have been kind of rigid because you know you've been acting from the shadow side of this eternal child, it's very important for you to connect to your emotions, especially with this Mother of Cups, this Queen of Cups reverse. It's definitely very important for you to, yes, dig deeper as to what you feel your blockages are. And I feel like you will be unearthing them with this illusion of success, because they would just make themselves very, very clear to you, okay? They will make themselves very clear to you, but your actions, your follow through will be even more telling about where you are in your growth right now, okay? So final thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get you some frequencies, okay, to close out our reading. What frequencies are opening up to you in the next 3 months. All right, I think I'm going to do 3. Just, yep, 1. Okay. 1, we have the sacral. 2. And then 3. Thank you. All right, so these are the frequencies that are going to be opening up to you over the next 3 months. And the frequencies that Spirit wants you to focus on, your spirit guides want you to focus on for the next 3 months, okay? So the first one is sacral chakra. See? Sacral chakra. Something is at the core, okay? Something deep, something like, I feel like you're finally feeling good about your depths, like how deep your waters run, or how deep your waters go, or something like that, okay? And you're just independent. You're feeling very much more so comfortable within your own depth and your own independence, okay? Sacral chakra with the number 2, so 222 is an energy here. Sacral chakra, the orange flower of life, supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulates our creative power to manifest success and abundance in our lives. Okay, so the second one here says 21, the divine feminine. The frequency of divine feminine supports our receptive, nurturing, and soft side, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us to connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all of creation. Do you see how deeply watery all of these energies are? So final one, let's talk about this. Third eye, 6th chakra. Third eye chakra with the purple there. The frequency of the third eye chakra, the indigo flower of life, supports our intuition. This is another card that's showing up with intuition again. Supports our intuition, our inner knowing, and our imagination and our psychic powers. So yeah, very interesting next couple of months for you. It kind of feels like you've been given free reign on something here, or again, just a lot of energy that has been in your core that has just been sitting there waiting okay, that has been dormant, it's finally coming up. It's in your feelings. You will feel things. You will feel heavy sometimes, and then you'll feel light. But like, welcome it all, because this is all just connecting you again to the core of who you have always been. And it's not just now finally like unearthing. Okay. So yes, definitely a lot of watery energy for you, a lot of about the feelings. And I don't know if you're someone who likes to dig into your feelings or dive into your feelings. Okay, so this might make you a little bit uncomfortable, but please be open and welcome this, because this is very beautiful, because you're defending all of these energies that has gone unseen for so long. It's time for them now to come, be seen, be integrated, and for you to feel good and worthy of the life of success that you're building. Okay, so this is all that I'm saying for you, my group number ones. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you've enjoyed the reading, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hello there, group number two. Welcome to your reading, where we're taking a look at your inner high priest and the moves, the actions, the steps that it wants you to take over the next 3 months, or that you're going to be taking, confirming steps of what's happening in the next 3 months, okay? I don't know, I sense a reluctancy with this pile. I definitely sense a sense of reluctancy, or like something where, I don't know, it's almost like you know what you got, but like sometimes you just get stuck in your tracks. I'm not sure, okay? I don't know. Because this is just very beautiful. And I just feel like I need to take a step. I need to take a moment before I even dive into this, okay? Alright, so. Alright, okay. So the archetypal energy for your inner high priest is the shaman. The literal shaman, okay? This is very powerful for you. This is very wise energy for you. It's a very assured energy even. It foretells of your own connection to spirit and how you easily tap into spirit. But like, I sense that reluctancy. I feel like maybe you're reluctant to do this because of the things that you may find, and you might want to be willingly blind. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, don't shoot the messenger. That's why I'm very soft spoken with you right now. Let me just yeah. Okay. So the art the astrological energy for the next 3 months for you is Venus. Venus in Libra. Venus, divine feminine energy in Libra with indecision. Okay. Also pay attention to the timing here. Timing is very important for you. Okay, so it's really important for you to not sit on something anymore. Okay, something is like, come on, I don't know. Okay, now I'm getting a little frustrated. Sorry. I don't know where that energy of frustration is coming from, but yes, now I'm getting a little bit of frustrating energy, or maybe even you're frustrated of maybe things not moving out, or things just feel or has been feeling confusing for you. But please trust that you know even when you don't know. Okay, trust that you know even when you don't know, because the card that even came after this was a sun in Sagittarius. Sun in Sagittarius with enthusiasm. So if something is feeling very, very confusing for you, or if you're feeling a lack of, I don't know, if you're feeling like you can't really go through with something, just take a step back for a little bit and connect to your enthusiasm here, connect to your whys, connect to the basis of something here, because it's like this thing, whatever it is, you've always wanted it. It has always been you and this thing, like you're, I don't know, this has always been within you. This has always been within you. I don't know what this energy is. Okay, let's just dive into it, right? Who's a shaman? Shamanic energy is an energy that, like, it really deals with shadow working. It really deals with integration of, again, a lot of the dense energy, or like things that we cannot fully see, or like we're remiss about, or like, no, yeah, like, honestly, things that we don't even really want to see, right? Because low key, everyone is a shaman, but people still need a shaman to help them like connect to their depth, or to help them solve something that feels like a problem to them that they can't really see, because, or to help them solve a trickster type of energy, or like an elusive type of energy, right? But this has to do with truth. This has to do with truth, because if people really were able to be honest with themselves, then that's when their inner shaman can be honest with them, and that's when it opens up to them. But because a lot of us, we forget that we're our own healers, we often need others external of us to help us heal something that we know we can heal ourselves. Okay, I don't know why that whole spiel wanted to come out, but it's almost like, yes, you are definitely a healer of your own, but it's like you're, I don't know, maybe you've been stuck in this energy of indecision, but the switch is flipping for sure into this energy of enthusiasm. There's a need for you to find the philosophies of life, or the philosophies of, I don't know, something is like taking you on a merry-go-round so that you can like come back to this conclusion that honestly it's always been within me. I've always known. I don't know why, like, I'm just running around. Especially with this indecision here, because what causes indecision? It's either fear or doubt, or lack of belief or lack of trust, right? Do you see there's a different, like, there's literally this 7 and this 9, they're different, even though they're odd numbers. I see that maybe you also feel how odd you are to the community, or like to the collective, and you just want to push that away. You want to fit in as much as possible, right? Maybe just to like put a camouflage of this shamanic energy, because people fear, I mean, I don't think people fear shaman, but like, they fear that I can see, like, I see right through you. I see right through you. I see, 10 steps ahead even. So maybe people sense this from you, and maybe you like to hide it about yourself, or maybe even you just know the power that you hold, the psychic ability that you hold, and maybe it just scares you sometimes. I don't know. But this indecision is just really, it's bringing up a lot of those kind of things, or like those, like, why you're stuck in your tracks, okay? But your inner high priest is showing up as like, listen, I'm the shaman. And it's kind of calling you out a little bit, for sure. Definitely calling you out on like why you haven't been following through on your creative energy, your creative abilities, and your intuitive gifts, or your intuitive abilities. Okay, with Venus in Libra here. Okay, Libra is about partnerships, relationships, and Libra is ruled by Mercury and Venus. Venus is the side of it that's like so drawn to beauty, and so drawn to being loyal to the things that are worthy for you, that are worthy to you, and that kind of help you come into harmony or union within your own self. So there's this question of like, are you waiting? Like, what are you waiting for? There's definitely, that question is going to be very persistent for you. Like, and it might even run you mad, especially if you're just not in the place of making the decision that you need to make. So there's just like that energy of like, I mean, yes, yeah, something that you're indecisive about, but time is not going to always be on your side. Okay, so there's just a little bit of warning about that, but enough of that. Let's not talk about that, because I kind of feel like this worries you a little bit, or this is worrying. There's this energy of just overly worrying, but it's like, why? Like, your inner high priest is very, very confident here. It's like, listen, it's like a snake. We will shed. It's okay. Oh, very, very interesting. With the snake energy here, it's almost like, yes, shedding this indecision, or shedding the part of you that just wants to keep waiting and never following through on anything, because it has nothing for you anymore. This has nothing for you anymore. It is, even the angel that's guarding this is kind of like losing, it's losing its own energy, it's losing its own vitality. So the more you're waiting, or the more you're waiting on making a decision, it just feels like you're going to keep depleting your energy, or like this beautiful, powerful energy is not being put to good use. And it's now time for you to connect to this actively. Okay, we just recently passed the year of the snake, 2025. I feel like you may have gone through a lot of indecisive energy within 2025, and feeling extremely stuck, okay, within 2025. But all of those things that were keeping you stuck, honestly, it also goes to show you that you're the one that's attaching yourself to those things. It also goes to show you that your lack of wanting to detach, or reroute, or pivot is also what kept you stuck. Now, don't shoot the messenger, okay? Because this just feels about truth here. It's literally just about truth, seeing the truth for what it is and moving forth. Like just welcoming it. Just welcome the truth. Do not turn a blind eye to the truth that is being offered to you, okay? Because something wasn't working definitely within, I feel like maybe some of your partnerships were not balanced for sure. Some of your partnerships were not balanced, but also it's like there was a choice for you to make whether or not you were going to stay in these things, and maybe you just didn't make those choices. Well, moving forward now, this shamanic energy here kind of just it's it's do or die. It's do or die for the shaman, because the shaman is always going to like follow through with the truth. Okay, so it's a matter of embodying more of the shamanic inner high priest that you've always been, that you always are. Okay, this is about action time for you. No longer ruminating, waiting. No longer like romanticizing waiting. No, this is like, it's time for you to be much more enthusiastic about the life that you say and you claim that you want. That beautiful, that beauty, that romance, that like whatever it is that you say that you want, it's time to follow through. Okay, with enthusiasm here, because we also just shifted into, what is it called, the year of the horse, fire sign horse is like Sagittarius, the centaur, right? I don't know, those that's coming into mind. Sagittarius, the centaur, just keep going on the horse, keep like, yes, I don't know, there's something about that drive here. Something is finally gonna just push you the next 3 months. I don't know. You're definitely gonna come out of this indecisive phase that you've been through, just because this shaman in the center, it just feels like, yep, it's time. It's just time. And honestly, I feel like a lot of us, maybe also you were waiting to close out a cycle, especially with this indecision here. You were definitely, it feels to me like you were waiting for something to be shown to you, a truth to be revealed to you, okay, which was what caused your indecisiveness to begin with. And it just feels like the next 3 months, you're definitely going to be getting that truth, and you're going to be getting a surge of energy. All this indecisive energy that you've been in is going to go whoosh, and you're going to get freed up in a surge of energy, because this is sun in sun. Sun, it's light, it's illuminating, it's like, it's drive, it's action, it's wanting to be seen also. So sun in Sagittarius definitely with enthusiasm. Okay, your pile is definitely very interesting to me. There's things happening within my psychic body. Uh, I have been stuffed up for a while, but I feel like that's kind of flaring up a little bit more now. It's definitely flaring up. So I don't know. It's time for you to release. Like, it's definitely time for you to release a lot of this energy within this indecisiveness and just do something with it, is what I'm getting. We're gonna tap into tarot. Let's see what tarot has to say. Okay. But if you've been feeling like lethargic, apathy, or all of these just heavy, dense, heavy, dense, if you've been feeling very clogged up too, okay, if you've just been feeling very weighed down, very clogged up, very stuck, all of that is shifting into an enthusiastic more time, because you finally just take the step. Definitely moving from indecisive Libra energy into like forward moving, fast action, fast movement, enthusiastic Sagittarius energy. And I love that, because this is what the year of the horse is. This is what 2026 is about. It's just like all the things that we've been ruminating on, waiting for signs, and all the signs that we literally even still ignored. Finally, this light bulb goes off, and you're like, okay. And this light bulb is really coming from a place of assured knowing, okay? So assured knowing, like assured knowing, and fully trusting in the divine, fully trusting in your connection to the divine. Also, devoting time, spending time with your own self will be very, very important here, to connect with what the truth really is, what the truth of whatever situation is causing you indecisive. It's going to give you the truth. The answers are there. It's just a matter of, are we looking in the wrong places, or are we receiving an answer that we don't want? We don't want to believe it, but that's still the right answer. Okay. Okay. The first card that opened is Two of Cups. Equally yoked relationships, equally yoked partnerships. Okay. I feel like you're definitely, or you've been investing your time. I don't know why I'm reading this as the past and this is the present. I don't know, but just, bear with me, go with me here. So this just feels like the past. It just feels like that this indecision, it really had you on chokehold, okay? This really just had you on chokehold because you didn't know which way to go. Should you go up, down, fly, what, walk? I don't know. You really didn't know what to do. And I feel like it really caused you to be stuck a little bit there. Okay. Especially when it comes to love. Love. Okay. Love, 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 love. Okay. Okay. Love. There's something you know about love, about the type of love that you really want to receive. And I think the question for you has been if you are worthy of that love. Okay. And not only is that the question, it's more so actually, the question from your high priest now is why are you staying or why are you choosing to stay in a place where you know that you can no longer grow? And you're trying to tell yourself this is love. And I feel like, again, that's the attachment to, what we thought we had or what we thought was going to work out for us. And it ended up not working out. So, like, what's the best course of action? It's to move on, right? But it's so hard to, I think, okay? Or maybe it was for you. But you're definitely moving out of that energy for sure. Okay, the next 3 months. So, yep, victory. Exactly. Victory. We love victory. We love victory. And that's what I was feeling. I was feeling like, okay, this feels like it's in the past. This feels like it's in the past. I love seeing victory with the Six of Wands. Oh, okay. So what's coming back around for you, because Six of Wands has to do with solar energy, has to do with Leo. I feel like the more you start to love on yourself, you're going to be calling in equally yoked friendship because you finally realize that you are worthy of exactly the type of love that you are giving. Okay, the type of love that you're given or that you've been given or that the love that you've been wishing that you can receive from others. Okay, and I just think maybe you were asking the wrong people for this thing and it caused you to be indecisive because you're like, well, I've had time, energy, and space poured into this thing, and now really you're telling me it just won't work. Like, I can see why we get mad and frustrated about that. I could totally understand that, but this is about, oh my God, I love this synchronicity because look, this is a peacock energy and like this kind of has like a peacock ore. So there's this feeling of like, I know what I'm deserving of, I know what I want. And sometimes I just get stuck in my tracks because I hold on to these attachments even though they're no longer serving me anymore. So a lot of the actions that I feel like you're going to be taking is dismantling all of these attachments that you've had. This fire is definitely going to burn through these bonds, okay? These bonds that has expired that you had because timing, it's expired. You know better. Mother of stones in the west, Spider Woman weaving, weaving. It's in your hands with the shaman here. I love. Okay, this is so good because your inner high person is just saying, okay, you just don't want to follow through sometimes, But I kind of feel like with this enthusiasm, your luck has changed. Number one is what I just heard. Your luck has changed, time has changed, and I feel like you finally have the energy, the motivation, and the drive to choose yourself, to choose what is good for you. No matter how long you've known a person, a place, a thing, how long you've been tied and married to something, like the bonds are definitely gonna be cutting off here. I just see bonds, like whatever bond it is, this fire, just melting the whatever's tying you so hard to something that's no longer good for you. Wheel of Fortune, okay. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. That's what I said. Time. Tides are changing. The luck is on your side. The luck is on your side. Let me just see all these cards. Oh God. Okay. Big energy. Okay. I hear you. I hear you. Okay. I hear you. Like, I hear this energy all day, okay? You're calling us out. I get it. You're calling us out from, staying in places that we've literally outgrown. That's also not even allowing us the vitality that the Empress has. Who is the Empress? She's able to call things in. She's able to manifest things immediately, fast, okay? She's also someone that's very beautiful, and that, again, she's very magnetic. So if you've been feeling that energy of just like, wow, things aren't working for me. Why isn't this working for me? Why? And you're getting frustrated within the next 3 months. Wheel of Fortune. Things are changing in your favor so long as you are choosing yourself, so long as you're choosing the love that you know that you deserve. And even if you can't find it yet, start giving that to yourself before you expect that from someone else. Okay? Because victory, there's something here about victory. Victory is yours. And I feel like victory here is only just reminding you that you've done this multiple times. You've done this because the sun, right? The sun always moves through each sign. And I feel like you've just been around the block. You know what works for you now. You've definitely been around the block, and you definitely know what works for you now. Moving forward, you're choosing love, and I feel a sense now. I feel a sense of compassion. Okay, a sense of compassion. Even though you're cutting ties and attachments and bonds that are no longer serving you anymore, because the shaman, you've done the shadow work as to why you're even still attached to these things, and you found your vitality, you find your spontaneity, your enthusiasm here, and you're just forging through, and that makes you feel victorious because you're like, wow, why was I choosing this? Why was I still here? Like, this wasn't good for me anymore. And why am I hiding from the truth? Why was I hiding from the truth? And I think it just took the grace of God. It took the grace of God to call upon you, to call you back home to yourself, to call you home to yourself, the Empress. I think I gotta cover this. And here, if you notice, now we see two snakes. Because she's holding a snake too. But also there's this powerful, like there's this eye that also foretells like a higher power that's watching over you, or like this inner shamanic energy also that's like calling you, trying to shake you to reality, like, hey, just so you know, you're wasting your vitality by still hoping, wishing, and praying for this thing that you're never gonna get, because it's just, honestly, it's just not equal to the amount of love that you're willing to give, or that you're readily able to give. Something here just was not going to give it to you in the same way. Okay, that's why you were very stuck. So as soon as you start choosing yourself within the next 3 months, I feel like within the next 3 months you've already done the shadow work, you've already done, and you've closed out that chapter, you cut off the bonds, you've put your boundaries up, and you're learning to love yourself, and weave your reality in the way that it works for you. Okay, I think whatever this indecision and this stuck energy was, it was a mirror. It was a mirror reflecting to yourself about how you need to start choosing yourself even more. And don't force anything to work for you. Don't get stuck. I know it's so easy for me to say right now, because honestly, this is not something that I have mastered, I don't think. Okay, but this year I'm definitely willing for the truth to be shown to me and for me to go forth. Like, I don't even care what's gonna happen. I'm just, yeah, like, we're just, cause like you found the answers. You have the answers. All you just need now is a little bit of enthusiasm to dream up a new life, a new beginning, a new journey, or to give yourself that drive, that motivation to choose better, to want better for yourself. Okay, and to reject every fake love that you've been attracted because you didn't think you were worthy enough, or you had to, all these doubts and fears. Okay, even fear of being seen. Okay, so there's this message of like, within the next 3 months, I feel like you're definitely accepting yourself. There's radical self-acceptance here about even your magnetism, how you're able to magnet really intense feelings or really intense things that then makes you feel like, oh, okay, why is this here? I feel like sometimes I just make you like, no, I don't want. That's not what I want to attract. But you can't stop your shine. You're a star. You're a star. You can't stop your shine. Yeah, I just feel that star, like just a bright light. You're just a bright light that maybe draws, yeah, it's like a moth to a flame. You're just a really, really bright light that, all these heavy, dense things probably just wants to come to you. And the thing is, they take from you and, you don't get depleted because you have so much to give. So, but where the line is drawn for you is something within your energy, within your intuition is like, wait, I'm not feeling as good as I should be feeling choosing these things. I'm not feeling as good as I should be feeling. I'm not feeling like I'm getting the same thing back. So that just kind of goes off in your head. You're like, okay, I gotta watch out. I gotta like be careful of, what I'm giving versus like what I'm receiving. So yeah, this is a lot of like fake love, fake energy. This is like really truly aligning to what your soul deserves. But that has to come from your own self-love. That has to come from your own like feeling feeling victorious, or feeling like you're very proud of yourself, of your life, and of the decisions that you're making, because this also has to do with your choices and your decisions, because ultimately it's like a mirror that reflects back to you about, what your inner world has been like, or what's going on with your inner world, with your shaman energy here. Are you using it right, or are you, is it trying to teach you to use it right? Yeah, very Venusian energy. Venusian energy has to do with like our self-esteem, our self-worth, and like what, like, like how we take care of ourselves truly, not materially, not things that are material and blah 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 that we attach ourselves to. No, because those things will fade away and you'll be left with what? Emptiness. Emptiness. So there's a call within the next 3 months that I feel like you are filling your own cup. You are filling your own cup, okay? Filling your own cup is a theme for the next 3 months for you, because wow, that is going to be very rewarding for you, and you're going to be feeling even much more enthusiastic about life moving forward. It's like it's a complete energy switch, and at the center of that is true inner knowing. Spider woman, okay? Spider. It's true inner knowing, okay? This just like being in love with your good, the bad, and the ugly about you, and be like, honestly, I'm ready to share, like, not even do it for anyone, but like, I'm ready to just be me. I'm ready to just be me and allow for what's truly me to come in for me. Okay? Like, no matter what all the parts of myself that I try to reject or that I try to pull down, like, I'm giving those parts of myself space, because it's seeming more like the more I push these things down, the more I'm attracting things that are not for me. So when I embrace all these parts of myself, and when I radically accept myself, like, I start to feel good and magnet good things into my life, or magnet the things that are worthy of my energy even, okay? Because not everything is worthy of my energy, and I'm not going to give everything my energy, basically, okay? Because I feel like you're definitely a giver, you're already ready to give, but this, your inner high priest is like, watch what you're given to, okay? Because it's making you attach to something, or it's making you feel this sense of attachment or this sense of loyalty to things that you really shouldn't even be loyal to, because they will not be able to pour back into you the same way you're pouring into them. This goes for places, things, people, everything, okay? The whole 9 yards. Okay. But just so you know, victory is definitely yours. The more that you're choosing yourself, you're going to be seeing the rewards of the work that you're doing within this inner world, okay? The rewards will be recognized. There's definitely recognition coming in for you. Someone is going to finally see you. Maybe someone that I don't know. There's definitely love also coming in for you. And Spirit is saying within this Wheel of Fortune, it is time. Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter. Ooh, wait, let me show you this, how beautiful this card is. Do you not see that she is almost dreaming? Like, she is, yeah, like there's a vision she has. She knows that it's time. She just knows this is about following through, and she will, okay? She will, because even all these things that are, all these figures are helpers. Like, she can't ignore the truth anymore. She can't ignore the truth anymore. And the truth definitely sets her free. Sets her free. And it makes her even also very vulnerable. I don't know why I keep saying her. This is not a definitely, this is, not gender specifics for sure, but it just really feels like the feminine aspect of us, that, you know, the nurturing aspect of us that wants to nurture something that we really love so much, so even if that thing is not good for us. So this is like cutting yourself off of it. No more self-sacrificing your own energy, your own time, your own space for things just to fill up your emptiness, okay? Just to fill up something, because these things are just not filling your cup as much as it should be filled, because it leaves you feeling depleted, drained, and empty at the end of the day. That's why you get stuck. So you definitely came out of that cycle. The next 3 months, this is what's going on for you. This is a theme. Let's move forward. Because, you know, we're talking about the high priest and action. Let's see within the purpose for career. Okay. That was fast. All right, cool. Okay. All right, cool. Okay. Connections. Teamwork makes the dream work. Allowing others to share their talents and skills with you will help your career and your business grow faster. So equally yoked connections are what's going to be coming in for you the next 3 months. So focusing on that, nurturing those kind of relationships, connections that will help you grow further than where you've been. Okay, from this stuck energy that you've been in. We also have your guidance, your angels and spirit guides. What did I tell you? You have so much help within your inner world, within your psychic energy, within your psychic body, okay, within your spiritual world. You have so much help that you don't even know. And that's why they're like, tap in, because you don't have to be here. You can be here. You can be here. You don't have to be here. Tap in. Like, see the truth. See what's here. Okay? And things can be easy without us complicating it. We don't have to complicate it. It's easy. Follow the path of least resistance. But no, we want to be married to the things that don't want us. I don't know why humans are like that. But yes, your angels and spirit guides have your back. They're doing the work in the background to make your opportunities, to make way for your opportunities to come. Stay optimistic. Enthusiasm. Stay optimistic. I love it. So if you just feel like things hasn't been working out for you and you need a lucky break, look, this next 3 months, that lucky break is coming. It's coming in the form of love, in the form of friendships, in the form of connections. Also, maybe some of you in here are going to start posting yourself more, because oh, maybe that's another thing. Maybe you're going to start creating more content, posting yourself more, and it's going to call in the right connections for you that helps you grow your content or your creation. But like, there's a huge amount of self-love here that you have to have also, and because it gives you confidence into weaving whatever it is that you're weaving together, and to making it work, to make it grounded, because Queen of Pentacles, she is a manifestor. She grounds things, okay? And those things, they last. The things that she puts her energy in, they last. That's why she keeps pouring her energy into it. And if it's not going to work out for her, you best know that she's taking all of her good juju, her good energy, she's taking it away and pouring it into something that will last for her. That's a true mother. That's a true mother. That's how you nurture that's how you truly nurture. Okay? So let's see here. For you, I feel called to to use this one. Let's see. From the Starseed Oracle deck. Thank you. Thank you. Yup. Okay, so here you go. Yeah, so if you've been feeling impatient, if that's what's also causing your indecisiveness and whatnot, they're saying wait for things to be shown to you even more, okay? This is one too many cards that fell open, but I'm just gonna read them to you, okay? It's not yet time, things are being woven. Wait, okay? Didn't I just say this looks like a galaxy, and look, a galaxy's coming out. All right. Wait, things are being woven. Okay, things are being woven is asking you. I feel like that's really asking you, like, if you don't feel like you want to make a move, don't make a move, but also don't stress yourself out. Okay, if you don't feel like you can make a decision, don't feel stuck though. Like, you shouldn't feel stuck. You should like try different things. That's why it's calling you to be enthusiastic, to just leave that energy on ice where it is, where it belongs, and like, go try new things, go spontaneously do something. Let something lead you down a rabbit hole that then opens up a different type of knowing for you. With this Spider Woman here too, right? things are being woven. That's very important. We also have here rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Who's the alchemist? Sagittarius. That's the one that finds all the philosophies in life. Why this happened, how it happened, and why this had to happen. So I feel like a lot of answers or a lot of questions that you've been having will definitely be answered over the next 3 months. You're going to be going through experiences that's answering a lot of why you were feeling stuck or why you were feeling blocked. Surrender to the alchemy of life. We the Hathors, mother's milk, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. But this one definitely came out for you. All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. You already hold the keys. Turn your gaze within. Keep going. Okay? Follow it graciously too. Graciously. Don't get stuck in this energy of indecision. Because you know more than you're giving yourself credit for is what I'm getting here. You know more than you let on, okay? You know more than you let on. Thank you. Okay. I guess multiple cards just wants to keep coming out for you. Alright, so we have your messenger, like the shaman. Is there, are some of you in here like spiritual workers, spiritual healers, and like maybe you've just been waiting for the permission to like go put your work on the out front, or to put your work on the internet, or to put your work out there. This is a confirmation. If you've been sitting, here you go. Hello. All right. Messenger, serious energy, bring bring harmony and balance. Oh my god, bring harmony and balance. I love it. Yeah, they're calling us out. Spirit is really calling all of us out. Like especially all the people that are highly sensitive, that really like are connected to the spiritual realm, and they just haven't felt backed, or this world hasn't made it easy for them to like share their gifts, to share all of these energy with them. So for you, definitely the tides are definitely changing, and almost with this Wheel of Fortune energy here. Yes, it's going to be you will feel pushed. I just feel like this is something you can no longer ignore. You can keep doing you can keep trying to ignore it for as long as you want, but it will only keep causing you heartache, just so you know. So pick one is the question. It's all in your hands. Pick one. We also have here High-Rise, okay? Exactly. You sense your oddity. You sense your oddness, okay? Listen, you are me, I am you, okay? We have Iris, longing for home, homesick for the stars. Homesick for the stars. Wait, wasn't this the pile where I said you're a star? What do stars do? They shine. I didn't even know. Definitely giving starseed energy, my group number 2s, okay? Definitely something of the stars, the cosmos, like whatever it is. I can feel that energy so much in this, because that's also the shaman coming out, okay? Even this gold pearl has been staring at me this whole time. And also the diamonds. Pressure builds diamonds, okay? Don't let the pressure combust you. All right, turn it into your favor, alchemize it. And that's what you're going to be doing within the next 3 months, okay? I feel like these are things that you already know, and you're just going to be following through. All right, so what's the final thing I want to do? Final thing we're doing for you is we are going to be getting you some frequencies for each month, okay? Frequencies for each month that you're going to be opening up to, starting with January. By the way, please know that you're very loved by a higher power, or by your guardian angels, or by something that is watching over you, okay? I'm telling you. You have friends in high places is what I'm getting here. So when they see you in this energy, like it really breaks their own heart too, because they're like, listen, we're trying to nudge you, push you. I just feel a lot of their energy like backing you, like, hey, yeah. Okay. Thank you. Prosperity. Yes. Abundance. Yes. Okay. So January 2 and 3. Thank you. Okay. So prosperity. We have prosperity first. And let's not think prosperity is about like riches and money and blah blah blah, all the good stuff. No, this is again feeling like the empress, all of your good qualities, letting that work for you, putting that to the forefront, letting that work for you if you dare. Okay. Prosperity, the frequency of prosperity supports our feeling of well-being by allowing the inclusion of everything that makes our body, our mind, our heart and soul and spirit sing. It invites us to express ourselves in joy and celebration of the abundance and riches that the universe provides. Exactly. Just feeling grateful and thankful, okay? That's the energy that you're going to be feeling in January, all right? Okay, throughout the first quarter or throughout the first month, I feel like you're working on your energies of prosperity. Frequency of prosperity is slowly opening up to you. That's why we got victory and love, and also like grounded energy of the Queen of Pentacles here, like weaving, like yes, I love this for you. Okay. Okay, prosperity. Yeah, just feeling, yes, like I'm so thankful to be here to begin with, even. And that's the enthusiasm. That also sounds like the enthusiasm that you're tapping into that's making you feel much more prosperous. Solar plexus, confidence. Okay, confidence. Solar plexus chakra. The frequency of the solar plexus chakra, the yellow flower of life, supports our sense of self, our personal power, our willpower, as well as our knowing, the shaman, as well as our knowing of who we are and what our contribution is to the whole. Exactly. Equally yoked things, equally yoked friendships, equally yoked energies, because you're contributing to them as much as they're contributing to you. So to you, I just feel like, yeah, you you revamped all the things that you gave your energy to, and you just started like giving your energy to things that makes you feel brighter, that makes you feel lighter in your energy, that doesn't make you feel stuck. Okay. Discernment. Yep. Discernment. By the third month, I feel like you're gonna be feeling like, yep, I got this, I got this. Yeah, I really love. Oh, yes, I'm so excited. Okay, discernment. The frequency of discernment supports our ability to view the world and the people around us from a place of inner balance, and detachment, yet with compassion and with wisdom. Inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and with wisdom. That's that messenger in you rising. That's the discernment. They're so connected together. That bringing harmony, bringing balance, but like not also allowing yourself to be blinded by, your human side or by your ego or stuff like that. And really like tapping into your sense of compassion and wisdom. Okay. All right. This is all that I'm seeing for you, my group number twos. I hope you've enjoyed the reading and I hope that it provided you some clarity, comfort, confirmation. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye-bye. Hello there, pile number three. Welcome to your reading where we're taking a look at your inner high priest. Okay. The moves, the vibes, the theme for 2026, the first quarter of 2026, what your inner high priest wants you to know right now. Okay. All right, so you chose here my carnelian, my beautiful carnelian. Passionate energy, fiery energy for sure. Martian energy also. The goddess Sekhmet is also coming to mind. It's interesting she wanted to like be mentioned because I feel like Sekhmet is the type of energy that's like she rocks her masculine and feminine energy well for sure. Like she holds both, and she's very confident in both of those. And not a lot of women, or not a lot of not a lot of women are confident in their in their masculine energy. So that's coming up right now. I don't know why. But like with this carnelian, it's almost like, no, I dare you. I am fire herself. It's very interesting. Okay. All right. Okay, let's talk about it. So let's see. Oh, the mentor. The mentor. Okay. Doesn't this look like that fire energy? Yup. Okay. So we have the mentor for you with the number 6. Your inner high priest is showing up as the howl of wisdom. The howl of wisdom. And also like this kind of looks like see, that's the Martian energy I was also feeling. I don't know, there's a sense of urgency about something. About like, I don't know, starting something, doing something with number 6. 6 has to do with service. Maybe you may be life path number 6 as well. Okay, so for your astrological card, we also have the number 6 with Virgo. This is a Virgo energy for sure. It feels like it. Virgo is, yeah, Virgo is the one that finds the information because it's mercurial. I feel like Virgo finds the information and also loves to be of service. It loves to teach, or it loves to help, or it just, yeah, it's all about health as well too for Virgo. So finding the things that makes you feel healthy or that makes you feel good. Yeah. Finding things or information that really help you be in your best health, your best mental health, your best everything, okay? Health of everything, emotional health, physical health, all of that good stuff. Okay, and then we also have here for you generosity, Saturn in Leo. Okay, generosity. It's a very benevolent energy. So like, I don't know, the next 3 months you're thinking, you really want to do some charitable work maybe. Okay, maybe you're mentoring people, or like, I don't know, there's this energy of like really, really, truly trusting the inner wisdom that you have found, okay, that you're very connected to it and you're very confident about this inner wisdom, and you're almost like pushing yourself to be a mentor, or you don't mind, yeah, like if it's going to be helpful to people, if it's going to be helpful and to the collective, that's what you're focused on. Okay, you're focused on like the priorities here, like priorities, getting all the priorities right for yourself and for others as well. You're giving me like, it's kind of like military energy too. I don't know, you might be, yeah, you're all about routines. You might be all about routines over the next couple of months here, because you're just like, the work needs to be done, something needs to be done, and we're heralding the messages of the things that need to be done, so we're going to share it. I don't know, it's a very like, very precise energy for sure. Okay, even with Saturn in Leo here, it's a very benevolent energy, like you're very giving of yourself over the next couple of months. It's very interesting energy compared to the last couple of readings here. Okay, because this one just feels like I'm here, I know it, and I'm doing it. Okay, like it just feels like, because I know it's going to be for the health of all of us, or for the health of me, or for the health of you. I don't know, it just feels like, yep, then that's what I'm going to be going forward with, like moving forward. So health is very important to you. Mental health, physical health, emotional health. And also generosity here, I feel like it's talking about, not even asking for anything back from this mentor. Like all of this work that you're doing, like I said, it feels like it's a charitable work. All of this work that you're doing, you're not even doing, like you're not expecting anything back from it. Whatever this is, you're not expecting anything back for it. But wow, it is going to be so rewarding to your soul to shine and to soar in this way, because I feel like your soul's mastery really just wants to be seen. It really just wants to be acknowledged as the mentor. And yeah, because it's like, listen, like it's not even an egotistical, bragful way. No, it's just like, I understand what's at stake right now for us, and like, now more than ever, it's important for me to allow wisdom to be on the forefront, or to allow some type of information or something that you're going to be heralding to be on the forefront. We have 6 twice. I already mentioned that. Then we have 5, something with the inner child, and change, something with change also. So maybe you're going to be providing information that's going to like make people be inspired to change their health, or to build wealth, or to build generational wealth, or to build something in a different way. Something that can then give others, okay? It's like building a type of legacy that can keep pouring into others. Because Saturn, oh wait, is this Saturn? This is Saturn, right? Yeah, this is Saturn. Saturn is about like, yes, like doing the hard things, like looking at the hard things, and also like being disciplined, being principled, okay, and also having boundaries to be able to build this benevolence, or to be able to build this legacy that's going to be pouring into, because I'm focused on this here too, that's going to be pouring into others, not only yourself, but like, I don't know, this feels like work that you're going to be doing that is going to stand the test of time. Saturn is the Lord of time. Virgo is also the earth angel that almost kind of sacrifices herself and stayed here on earth to kind of guide the people, or like she saw that, she saw that things were just going awry, and she's just like, okay, I'm coming in to save us, type of thing. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. And this is a very beautiful, very giving, very, very giving, very loving, very much so like, I'm not only doing this for me, I'm doing this for the collective. And there's something here about like, if I eat, we all eat. Or if I do something, then if I've won, then we've all won, is the type of energy that I'm also getting. Okay, we're going to tap into tarot here. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of respect coming towards you too. I feel like people are going to be respecting the way that you carry yourself, the way that you see yourself, and the way that you even portray yourself. Um, the way that you portray yourself externally. Okay, they see you as someone who, really, really takes the time, the energy. Like, you really also pay attention to details in the next couple of months. Like, you're allowing that to speak more for you, because you're like, I know the vibes. I'm coming with the vibes. Yeah, there's like a deep sense of attention to details here that I'm getting from you, and that's why your work will be seen. It will last the test of time, because you took the time, the patience, and the energy to pour into something here, okay, that's ready to be seen as well, because Leo energy is an energy that wants to be seen. Carnelian, yes. Okay, carnelian is like, yes, like confidence, like you're entering fire, you're setting it. There's a trailblaze as well too, that I'm hearing trailblazer. I'm hearing, yes, definitely trailblazing energy. Okay, and a lot of this also has to do with fire. I don't know why, but I think it's because fire is very much so connected to like inspiration or spirit, right? To be inspired. So it feels to me like you're either inspired by spirit, by connecting to, by your own spirituality even, and that's what makes you want to give yourself to people like this or something. It definitely just feels like you're the herald of something. You're the herald of health, okay? Herald of health is what I'm getting. Herald of information, herald of a legacy that you're building here. Herald of a new beginning. Herald of a new beginning, okay? See, eagle. Eagle, like big birds, big like wise birds, like birds and like animals that are very in tune with the omen of what's dying and what's coming to life, right? And also, you know, what truly makes us feel healthy. And what's healthy for, oh, love that. Yeah, I mean, if justice is coming out, boom, yep. Okay. I got you, mentor. I got you. Skills of balance is very telling, okay? All right, okay. What are you doing? Group number threes, you always do this, okay? Group number threes, like, what are you working on? What have you been working on? Because it just feels like what it is that you've been working on is very big, and this is the year that it's going to come to fruition. Or like, this is the year where it's going to be much more on the surface. Like, you're going to feel a calling to be a mentor, or to mentor, to share a part of yourself, a deep part of yourself, and to share that part of yourself generously. Because it restores balance, it restores hope, it restores peace even too. It restores and it brings a new way of doing things, a new way of finding health, or like a new way of being healthy, where it has to do with like like commitment and devotion for sure. Like I feel like you're also helping people understand, like over the next couple of months, you're definitely going to be understanding that devotion and commitments are paramount. Okay, like it's a principle that you're just gonna have to follow if you're building this legacy that you do want to build, because it's going to require that of you. It's going to require that deep level of devotion and commitment. Okay, to and I feel like you're doing it generously. Like wow, I'm so thank you. Like I don't even know what you're doing, but I really just want to thank you for it, because this isn't something that just, you don't see a lot of people giving themselves in this way anymore. Or this isn't just something that someone wakes up and they decide to do. No, this is like, it's been a long time coming, and finally, it just feels like it's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming. Like, why are there two birds that are flying over something that's a circle? That's what I'm saying. Like, there's this energy of like a guardian, like a guardian of the earth or something that's really, really coming up for you within the next 3 months. I don't know what this is, okay? But it has to do with the mentor and your inner high priest seeing itself as a mentor and feeling like it's obligated to do some type of work, even though it's not doing it for money. It's doing it for justice. Exactly. It's doing it for justice. It's definitely doing it for justice. What's this card? Material gain. Yep. See, even the card of material gain is reversed. It's like, I'm not trying to do this to be, to have my ego be stroked or anything like that. No, I'm just like, this is what we got to do. It's very much so, uh, goal oriented type energy that you're having the next 3 months. Very much a goal oriented, very much so like new beginning, but also doing justice to things in the past that, you know, justice to things from the past. I don't know, closing out a cycle from the past so that we can be in a much more healthy space, healthy headspace to be able to ground what is here, this new beginning that we want to ground here, okay, with Aeon here. That's why I said this has been a long time coming. This even caused a sort of rebirth for you, or it kickstarted a rebirth for you. And that rebirth was also like, the reward of that rebirth was you being a mentor, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if you even want that reward, but like, yes, it's like people see you as a mentor, people trusting your way of doing things, people trusting, the information that you're bringing to the table, people trusting your judgment. So it feels to me like you're going to be having people relying on you or something like that, but you don't mind it. I don't think you do. I feel like you know what is, your obligation here, your work here, and you're just ready to get the work done. Honestly, I don't have much to say to you. I really don't have much to say to you about the next 3 months, other than like, just know there's a new beginning, that's something on the horizon, okay, that is coming in for you, where you're going to be able to, where your expertise is going to be able to be recognized and it's going to shine, okay? But you're not even doing that to get recognition back, or like you're not doing that for, again, an ego boost. You're really just doing this because this feels like law to you. It feels like law. It feels like following the law, following justice, or following something, doing justice to something, or lending a voice to people that don't have voices too. Lending a voice to people that don't have voices, or lending your confidence to speaking on behalf of people that don't have something that you know that you have for sure. And you're not doing this alone. I don't think that you're doing this alone at all. You've definitely gone through like a forging of fire or something like that. I don't know. Like, you've been forged in the fire of truth, forged in the fire of truth, forged in the fire of illumination as well, forged in a fire where duality, like, it's almost like you see duality in a very different way now. You see duality in a very different way, and I think maybe you're also bringing balance within duality, especially when it comes to our health, okay? When it comes to, people are sick because of a because of an imbalance or a lack of something that they didn't have, right? And you're the one that's bringing in the information, the right information that's needed to help them heal something, or help them move forward into a new beginning or a rebirth, a phase of a rebirth. There's something here with death and rebirth, and really helping people understand, or you yourself finally understanding what those mean. And like, reconciling dual energies, something like that. Reconciling duality. There's a reconciliation of duality for sure. Okay. I feel like for you, this is the work of a very like high ranking being. Not even to use rank, but like, I don't know. It just feels to me like you are aware of like how much you're needed, like how much your knowledge is needed or how much your expertise is needed. And you're following suit to that. You're just bringing it to the forefront. You're just doing the work of a good, a great soul. If you even ask me, a good soul, or like a soul that holds a lot of wisdom as to, again, a lot of the ways that duality can make us sick in our mind, sick in our emotions, and sick in our spirit, to where our spirit just keeps getting dimmer and dimmer and dimmer. Like all these people here. Like you can tell there's a difference in energy, someone who's above and someone who's below. Maybe you're also reconciling that people can really connect to their highest self, like you're helping. I don't know, there's something also about teaching people to connect to their highest self, their best self. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe some of you in here are going to become counselors or therapists and stuff like that too, because I really feel like that, like you're going to be needed in that way. You just have a perspective, you have a really grounded perspective on how to bring more health or how to bring more wellness and balance into the human soul, and also how to reconcile the things that we've been divorced from, especially from a child. Okay, because now this child in the womb is like, it's looking at me. So reconciling a lot of, like, I don't know, there's something about going back, like having the information right now to go back and correct something so that it brings more wellness. I'm not even sure what is it that you're working on. I don't know, but I'm gonna move forward to, let's see here. Yeah, that's what the next 3 months you're going to be focusing on, like bringing balance, bringing harmony. Also, like there's this new beginning here that you're really going to work on grounding. Okay, I don't think that your focus anymore is on material gain. I feel like what you can build now, and also you've built something so much so that it's finally standing on its own, that you can now finally take the journey of this mentorship or something like that. Okay, something no longer needs your attention to grow as much as you used to, as much as you were drawn to it. With this Nine of Pentacles reversed, it kind of feels to me like something that you were pouring your energy into, that was taking a lot of your time here, is finally matured and it can take care of itself. And it gives you space or the avenue to go ahead and start your journey of being mentorship or something. Start a new journey here that brings much more balance and harmony, not only into your life, but also the people around you. And the main focus for you is not money anymore. It's not material gain. It's something for the soul. It's just like you really appreciating your soul and honestly allowing that also to be more on the forefront. Like whatever was driving you before, maybe it was money, now it's not money anymore. If your drive was rooted in material gain, now your drive is rooted in true soul work, soul level work. And I feel like you have a higher soul level work here where, like, the way that you do things, your perspective, everything, it makes sense as to how to bring more wellness to the soul. I don't know, okay? That's the best way I can kind of talk about this. And it feels like it's in accordance to universal law. So maybe that's another thing you're doing, is revealing a lot of the universal laws that helps us reconcile the dualities that really causes inner conflict within us, or that makes us have bad judgment of ourselves or something like that, or that doesn't allow us to really see ourselves in a very beneficial or healthy way. Okay, if that's making sense. So we're gonna go ahead and pull from this purposeful career. Let's see. Okay, that's one too many. No, that's one too many. But yes, conflict did come out. Okay, so inner conflict did come out, miscalculation did come out. Yeah, like you see how these people are in disrupt because they feel like, they miscalculated, or there's so much conflict they can't focus, and that's causing sickness, and you know lack of imbalance in their energy. I feel like where you come in is to counsel them and be like, hey, I understand why you were subjected to this. It's because, of this trauma that you went through when you were, I don't know how you explain it to them, but like you're really helping them understand at like a 5-year-old level why they're going through this thing. Okay. You just really bring, see, well, you also have your attention. I told you, like, your attention to details is kind of immaculate, and that's how you're able to pinpoint exactly what's going on, or how you can bring, you're a problem solver. Let's just go ahead and say that. You're a problem solver, and you're problem solving over the next couple of months. There's an opportunity to stand alone. So that's what I'm saying. With this material gain, something doesn't need your attention anymore, and you can stand on your own. There's an opportunity to do things on your own. You have done projects that have led you to become independent. Financial freedom is yours. Yep. I feel like this one's definitely yours. With that mentor energy, but I'm gonna reshuffle. Yes, you've done something to, yeah, you've done projects that have led you to become independent. Exactly. You've done things. Okay, so what if a lot of the work that you've been doing that has gone unseen and unnoticed, within the next 3 months, they will start to give you the return of your investments? That's what I'm getting here too. You're going to start getting return of investments on a lot of the work that you've been doing that has been maybe hidden in the shadows, or like that hasn't been really fully been seen. Now it's going to get seen. Now, because you didn't ask for money in the past, that generosity, that benevolence is now coming back to you, and it's now pouring back into you, is another thing I'm getting here. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I had to travel so far for that. Oh, okay. I had to travel so far for that, and and I feel like maybe you have traveled so far and so wild that you have accumulated a thesaurus of knowledge and wisdom and things, because you've gone through many experiences yourself. So you're able to be a mentor and also guide people and help people navigate through the crevices of darkness that they may go through, or like the inner conflicts that they may go through, or even you, the next couple of months. There will be justice, okay? If there has been any injustice going on, know that there will be justice. And also, like I said, you are the herald of health and also herald of justice. See, attention came back out. It's very interesting how attention came back out. Be careful in making decisions with your finances. Prioritize your needs over your wants, as it affects your harmony in your cash flow. Okay? Prioritize your needs over your wants. That's what I felt here with this material game reversed, is like prioritizing the soul over like the ego, or like yes. And then we also have it's never too late. It's never too late to learn something new, whether getting back to academic or just studying on your own. A new skill or knowledge brings efficiency. That card also came out in another pile. Maybe you were coming from that pile. But yeah, like rule number 3 is just know that you have the fortitude, you have like the zeal, the drive, the everything that you need, to go. It just feels like. And yes, not only that, I feel like you know this about yourself. I definitely feel like you already know this about yourself. Okay, so we're also gonna get you some Starseed. Let's see what the Starseed Oracle deck has to say to you. Okay. Okay. You see that? Lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. Exactly. What doesn't make us feel healthy or what doesn't make us feel good must go. Like there's no more keeping that into your space just because. No, you're more so like paying attention to details like, okay, why are you here? What is your use here? There's going to be a lot of that question for you in the next 3 months. Like, okay, what's the use of this? Is this useful to me? And if it's not, I'm cutting it off. Like there's not even a question of should I cut it off. It's more so I know better, so I'm going to do better and I'm going to take care of myself. Okay? Lifting the veil, everything on the line must go. Questioning everything. We also have here, actually, let's do this like this. We also have weight of the world. Weight of the world, boundaries, it is not yours to carry, okay? So if you feel like you've been giving yourself way too much, because there's times where it's like, remember, okay, so I know I said earlier that, you know, you have something within you that you want to share with the world and you're not even asking for money, okay? And this standalone saying that you've done projects that have led you to be independent and financial freedom is coming in. I feel like it's also going to be very important for you to not overgive yourself, especially if like people are not appreciative of what it is that you want to give. That's when you charge, okay? That's when you like ask for what you're worth or what the gifts and the talents that you're sharing is worth, because you can't just be giving yourself like that and not getting anything back, okay? I feel like true people, like the true ones that are really like, so I feel like the people that really need your work, really need your energy, they're definitely going to be very generous to you as well, is what I'm getting here. And if you've been finding that it's hard for you to create financial freedom or any financial gain, like it's just saying like don't really worry too much about it or don't let that stress you out, because what you have is very like is very sought after. Okay, what it is that you have that you're trying to share within the next 3 months is definitely very sought after. So ask for what you're worth, but also don't focus on like the material gain of it all. Okay, weight of the world, boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. Boundaries, let it go. It is not yours to carry, because this, yeah, yeah, like there's also that energy of like making sure that you're putting boundaries from the things that you're carrying. How, like, make sure you don't carry these inner conflict or these anybody's energy into yours. Okay, that's going to be very important for you, because as a mentor it's very easier for us to fall into, or for you to fall into, like, you know, wanting to solve a problem. Exactly. And if you feel like you can't solve it, you carry it as your own, maybe. All right, I'm not sure, okay, but make that fit how it would. Only take what you resonate from that. Boundaries, weight of the world, let it go. Or if you've been too generous, if you've been too generous with people and you're carrying their problems on your own, or like that's important for you to let it go immediately, because that could also be blocking your material gain. It could also be blocking your material gain in the sense of like, you know, maybe people just taking you for granted, taking your energy for granted, even though again you're so freely given. Yes, we know that it's going to be important for you to not just let anybody have access to you. Only people who are truly in need of what it is that you have to give, what it is that you have to offer. Okay, because that's how you build your generosity. Okay, these cards are like repeating themselves. Okay, we're just getting some frequencies. Thank you. And then one more for the next 3 months of what you can focus on. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, there was something about balance and duality for sure. Okay, so we have here solar plexus chakra. Solar plexus chakra is coming up with that mentor. Like, hell yes, I can feel it. That's why I said that's what's going to be driving you. Okay, and I feel like you're already in this energy of your solar plexus opening. Okay, this frequency of solar plexus supports our sense of self, our personal power, and our willpower. That's that mentor. Our willpower, as well as our knowing, deep knowing of who we are and our contribution to the whole. That's why you're the mentor. It's your contribution. And we have here the second month, tantric journey. Tantric journey is very important, or is very interesting, especially with justice here. Okay, with weaving, especially also too with like duality, that duality energy that I was picking up on. Okay, tantric journey here says the frequency of tantric journey helps us to unlock the hidden knowledge and wisdom that we intrinsically hold about how to reach a state of wholeness and completion through our sensual experiences with ourselves and another. With ourselves and another. That's, I feel like that's also talking about health here, bringing that thing into whole. Like, yep. Okay. Oh, healing, exactly. Like you're, yep, healing. Providing healing for sure. Okay. Healing, number 29. The frequency of healing supports our intrinsic ability to restore our health and our wholeness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses and harmonizing everything accordingly. Okay, this was too spot on. Pile number 3, this is all that I'm seeing for you. Thank you for all of the work that you do behind closed doors and even out in the open. Okay, thank you so much. I really feel like I just needed to say that. But yeah, thank you also for being here. I hope you found some clarity, comfort, and confirmation within this reading today. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye bye.